I could hear you.
So, yeah, 10 years ago, you were in this chair and you said that we West Indies are in it to win it. Uh, Now, as coach, would you like to repeat that?
Most definitely. We wouldn't be here if we didn't believe we could win. You know, and I know it feels like the same scenario 10 years ago where, everything that was against us, nobody gave us a chance. And I'm looking at the guys and the caliber of talent that we have in that dressing room. If we go out and, my favorite word, execute with both ball and bat and also in the field, we in it to win it.
Uh, Darren, 10 years ago, as you said, Johnson Charles is the only player from
Jason.
in the team, one of the players from the team, and he's been in and out of the team in between as well, and you have worked with him during the time in CPL. Could you talk about what he brings to the table in this day and age where he is in his career?
Obviously, Johnson, and a senior player in the team. If you notice, over the last 2 years, we've given guys the opportunity to, play that second wicket keeper to Shea. And to be fair, no one has really grabbed on the opportunity. And Johnson still, in all what's going on, he's still one of the better performers. With his experience that he brings, especially over here, that was more or less how he got in. The experience, you never know, something happens to Shea, the direct replacement at the top of the order and hold the gloves. So we saw him as that guy who could play both a backup opener and a backup wicketkeeper. So I know probably somewhere somebody's beating me on my back for Johnson Charles, but I've never been one to really worry about what the public says. We do things, we plan properly, and even if you plan, is the execution on the park that really matters. Sometimes it doesn't happen, and the coaches get the sharp end of the stick. But we believe in the squad, everyone. We got some new players. We got some experienced guys, and that's what you want a team to be made up of.
Hi Darren, Sresh from Cricket Info here. I want to ask you about the highs and lows of West Indies cricket, because in the last 10 years, we've seen that you guys win some amazing games, and there are some games which are just drubbings, or maybe there's the Nepal series as well, which it's kind of shocking for a team like West Indies, who, irrespective of who was part of that squad. The best teams are known to be consistent, that is, maybe win close games, but also maybe lose close games. We don't seem to see that with West Indies often. Do you think that the team just sometimes decides that we've lost this so badly, let's just move on to the next game and check out a bit too early? And in a tournament like this, when net run rates matter and stuff like that, what's your opinion? And maybe I am totally wrong. You can tell me if I'm wrong.
I think you look at the history of, the T20 tournaments. We one of three teams who've won the title twice. I think we probably need top 5 in terms of World Cup T20 games won. There was a period between probably 2009 to 2016 where we really invented the game. Cycles come, and especially with us, the challenges that we face, in keeping players, in developing players, whether it be facility-wise, whether it be systems that we have. We face a whole lot of challenges, but I'm not one to make mistakes. I dream for an era where we say we did this because of and not in spite of. But that's what we have. I remember back in the day, you hear the stories of Survive and these guys, but they went on to dominate for 17 years. We, between 2007 to 2016, we we develop leagues all over the world and develop the T20 game as well. So, but with that, our talent was, we never really had it. Look at that 2016 team, never got the opportunity to pass on the knowledge to the crop that we have now. So a lot has been against us, but now we're here in a World Cup, and we believe that we could have an impact, and that impact could take us to winning. It will take a massive effort from everyone, but one that is not impossible. You lose games. You saw, I think one of the games, I think South Africa lost to another team, but we don't carry this to the World Cup. We here started at Eden Gardens, a place that brings so much memory and history, and I'm pretty sure that will inspire the guys. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow, and take it one game at a time.
Can I ask a follow-up? Okay. So my follow-up is about your opponents in this group. Record is always not great. We have a difficult team tomorrow in terms of at least West Indies' history. How do you tell the boys to forget all that and consider being the favorite going into these games against teams who you have lost against very recently?
Yeah, Scotland has always been a tricky opponent, but when you go in a tournament, you trust in the preparation that you've put in, and when you prepare well, you give yourself the best chance of performing. If you're gonna go in and doubt and think of the past of oh, they've beaten us before in tournaments, then you're already behind the 8 ball. I think the way these guys have prepared, the way we've managed to have guys who are in form playing cricket, and again, the key word is execution, and the belief that you have in yourself and in your teammates that you deserve to win, and you go and play like you deserve to win. But like we've seen in T20 the shorter the games, the closer it brings the team. So I will not sit down there and say we're favorites. We got to execute a good game of cricket every single time for us to win, and that's what we're looking to do.
Hi, Sammy. You have been a captain who just doesn't want to win, but want to create an environment. Again, when you are coming to World Cup, every team is dreaming of winning the World Cup. But apart from that, as a coach or maybe as a World Cup winning captain, what do you want from your team?
You said it. We want to win. We got to play a brand of cricket. One thing I know for sure, and probably every other team, just like 2016, when we got here, I think we played India in a warm-up match and then Australia. And we sat around the table, the senior guys, Coach Phil at that time, and we said, in order to win this World Cup, you have to go through India. It's even a bigger challenge now. Nobody's winning this World Cup if they don't go through India. Whether you have to beat India in a knockout stage, whether it be a semi-final or final, So they're the favorites, and every team has to play really well to beat India at home. It's their cup to lose. But it was the same scenario when I sat in Mumbai in a press conference and I said it's David versus Goliath. But in order to get to the knockouts, you got to play each game well. And I think it's all about picking up momentum. Each game, we got a tricky one tomorrow. Then we got England at the Wankhede, some place that has been good to us in India. Then we, Italy and Nepal. So it's going to be a fun tournament, but we really got to be on the ball. And I watched these guys play that series in South Africa. I watched them here. Yes, the results have not been good, but there is something I see in those guys' eyes that makes me believe that we could go all the way.
Two of your best guys have played a lot of cricket here, Sunil Narine and Russell. those guys who are playing now in your playing 11 or in the team, have they had any conversation with Russell and Narin about the Kolkata pitch and each and everything?
I'm not. I'm pretty sure some of the guys would have reached out, but look, we in 2026, correct? Yeah, 2026. The amount of data available to us in our planning, you know, the knowledge, like you say, with guys playing here in the IPL, we watching. There's enough information out there for you to understand what you're gonna face. And with that information, how you go out and use it to your advantage, that's key.
All right, two more questions, and then we wrap this up.
Given the experience that Shimran Hetmaya has, so could we see a specific role for him in this World Cup?
Yeah, he's been a massive part for us in that South Africa series. I think it was a beautiful conversation to see his teammates challenge him, you know, to take that number 3 spot, because we all know over the last 3-4 years he's been finishing the innings. So, you know, kudos to him. I mean, the responsibility he's batted with over the last 3 games. You know, he continues like that. He makes our batting stronger, you know, and I hope that form can continue throughout the tournament. He plays like that. He put his hands up to be man of the tournament. So it's good. And like I said, not only him, but, you know, the way Brandon King has batted. Shea Hope has been quality. You know, Rothman Powell, you know, Shafin Rutherford just played a tournament where he finished so well. You know, but, you know, match that with good execution with the ball. We're right there to compete and win games against any team.
Darren, you yourself said that between 2007 and 16, West Indies basically set up the template of T20, playing T20, right? But say probably post 2018 maybe, we haven't had so many superlative performances. We've had a few, but it has not been there. So how would you like to put it? Has the world finally caught up with West Indies and probably going ahead of them? Or, you know, probably you missed the trick somewhere in the last, I don't know, 7-8 years probably.
I don't know if I missed the trick. You know, West Indies cricket is how would I describe it? It's a world of itself. You know, somebody said highs and lows. And just this morning I was having a conversation with our manager, Ron Lewis. And he said he saw something where they had everybody where they started. And then you saw West Indies, and then there was Bangladesh, New Zealand. And then over the years, everybody started. And then now West Indies is here. I think I said it last time I was in India. It's a lot that has happened, whether it be administration, whether it be you know, players going in different directions. But it's the West Indies. You can't talk about cricket and not talk about the West Indies. You know, so the maroon for me is still what makes me who I am today. You talk about the Caribbean, you know, West Indies cricketers are known better than the prime ministers. You know, so it brings a lot of history, and that is what I try to instill in the guys. If you understand the history, if you know where you came from and what you've done, and you now understand that, and you now have an opportunity to shape the next generation. And I told them in the huddle today, create your own, this team, create your own piece of history. Something Dwayne Bravo always said when we played. So Viva and these guys, they started by winning the World Cup, I think 75 and 79, and they created their history. We were not winning in test matches, but we made that era between 2007 and 2016, we created our own history. So now I think this crop could start something really special. And you win, it's easier to get things done when you win. And I think we're about to win. Even though nobody believes, I believe, and my team believes, and let the dance start tomorrow.
Lovely. Best of luck.